Welcome to today's deep dive. We are looking at a really massive stack of medical research and health policy sources today.
Oh yeah, there's a lot to get through.
There really is.
Yeah.
And our mission for you today is to uncover how a $2 over-the-counter cough syrup somehow exposed the stark reality of American mental health economics.
Right, that's a pretty wild story.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, the sources share this incredible aha moment. Imagine suffering from severe, crushing depression for 18 years. You tried literally everything. Then one day, that heavy fog just lifts.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and the trigger wasn't some new surgical thing. It was like Delsim Afterglow, just cough syrup.
Which sounds crazy, right? But the research shows why. Standard SSRIs, they fail like 60 to 70% of patients because they slowly target monoamines.
Right, the monoamines.
Yeah. But dextromethorphan, or DXM, targets NMDA glutamate receptors instead. So it fosters this rapid synaptic rewiring. You get results in days, not weeks.
Okay, so let's unpack this a bit because the sources talk about a leaky bucket analogy.
Yes, exactly.
Like taking standalone DXM is like pouring water into a bucket with a huge hole. The liver has this CYP2D6 enzyme that metabolizes the DXM way too quickly for sustained relief. So how did the pharmaceutical industry actually plug that leak?
Well, what's fascinating here is what the papers call the kinetic boost.
Okay.
They found that pairing DXM with bupropion, which is just a generic antidepressant, it blocks that liver enzyme. It boosts the DXM plasma concentrations by 20-fold.
Wait, really? 20-fold?
Yeah, 20-fold. It's massive. But while it provides that initial NMDA spark, it lacks the robust AMPA fuel that you see in something like intravenous ketamine.
Oh, right, because ketamine builds stronger connections.
Exactly. Since the DXM combo lacks that AMPA fuel, the effects actually fade a lot quicker.
So you have to take it constantly.
Right, you need daily dosing to maintain the rewiring.
And having to take it daily is where the corporate paywall comes in.
Pharma patented this exact combination as the drug Auvelity, charging over $1,200 a month.
Which is just astronomical for a lot of people. Yeah, and insurers heavily restrict access using step therapy. They essentially force you to fail on multiple generics before they even consider covering it.
But the pushback is amazing. Patients basically created a $25 a month DIY combo.
Just bypassing the system entirely.
Exactly. They get prescribed generic bupropion and pair it with precise doses of OTC cough syrup. It's this incredible act of medical mutual aid.
Here's where it gets really interesting, though. Taking that $1,200 paywall and mapping it onto the 2026 political landscape.
Oh yeah, the sources do a very impartial breakdown of the policies right now, and the contrast is stark.
It really is.
On one hand, you have these populist consumer tools like TrumpRx.gov, which is promoted by Dr. Oz and RFK Jr., aggregating generic discounts, and that April 2026 executive order fast-tracking psychedelic trial.
Like very direct to consumer.
But on the other hand, the texts detail the newly passed OBBBA law. It enacts historic safety net cuts.
Massive cuts.
Yes, slashing Medicaid by $664 billion locally and $900 billion federally, plus adding 80-hour work mandates. The reports say it risks coverage for up to 7.8 million Americans.
So how does the new SAMHSA campaign, the one aiming to curb psychiatric overprescribing, how does that fit into these massive Medicaid cuts?
Well, the policy analysts point out a really difficult tension. SAMHS frames deprescribing as being about patient autonomy and wellness, getting off pills.
Which sounds good on the surface.
Right, it does. But critics in the source material warn it could serve as a pretext.
A pretext to just deny coverage.
Exactly. Denying coverage for expensive branded drugs like Auvelity in a totally defunded system, it just shifts the financial burden right back onto vulnerable patients.
Wow. So if you're looking for cognitive liberty, you're caught right between flashy consumer platforms and the structural defunding of the safety net.
You're completely stuck in the middle.
It really leaves you with a final thought to mull over. If the biochemical keys to mental health are already just sitting on everyday drugstore shelves, is our healthcare system designed to cure human suffering, or merely to commercialize it?